Hello friends, in our earlier session, we have discussed about the basics of link layer and covered briefly the various services offered by the link layer. Now, in this session and subsequent session, we will discuss in detail one by one various error detection and correction mechanism which typically includes parity check, checksum and cyclic redundancy check. To start with, we will explore the parity check error detection and correction mechanism implemented at link layer, which facilitates the reliable data transfer. Bit level correction and detection, that is detecting and correcting the corruption of bits in the link layer frame sent from one node to another physically connected neighboring node, are the two services often provided by link layer. We know that similar error detection and correction service is also offered by transport layer 2. Here we will examine few of the simplest technique that can be used to detect and in some cases correct the bit errors. Here our goal is to just develop a native feel for the capability that error detection and correction technique provides and to see how few simple technique works and is used in practice in the link layer. Here we will be using this figure to illustrate the setting for our discussion on error detection and correction technique. Here at the sending side, data D to be protected against bit error is augmented with error detection and correction bit. This is an original data which is augmented by using error detection and correction bit, that is typically denoted by EDC. Typically, the data to be protected includes not only the datagram passed from the network layer for transmission across the link, but also the link layer addressing information, sequence numbers, and other field in the link frame headers. Here, both the original data and this EDC bits are sent to the receiving node in the link level frame. This typically forms a frame which is transmitted over a transmitting media, which is most probably the error prone link. At the receiving node, a sequence of bits, typically the D dash and EDC dash, may differ from the original data D and EDC as a result of in transmit bit flips as the link is error prone. There may be a probability of the bits may get flipped, so the frame at sending side and the frame received by the receiving side may differ. Hence it was represented by D and D dash, EDC and EDC dash. The receiver's challenge is to determine whether or not D dash is same as that of D, given that it has only received D dash and EDC dash. Error detection and correction techniques allows the receiver to sometimes, but not always, detect that bit error have occurred. Even with the use of error detection bits, there still may be an undetected bit errors. That is, the receiver may be unaware that received information contain bit errors. As a consequence, the receiver might deliver the corrupted datagram to network layer or be unaware that the content of the field in the frame's headers has been corrupted. We just want to choose an error detection scheme that keeps the probability of such occurrence small. Generally, a more sophisticated error detection and correction technique, that is those that have a smaller probability of allowing undetected bit errors, incur a large overhead. More computation is needed to compute and transmit a large number of error detection and correction bits. Here, on receiving the data, some mechanism must be there which will detect whether the data received is error free or not. If it is contains an error, it needs simply detect the error and that data is discarded. Otherwise, data is passed on to the upper layer in the protocol stack. Typically, network must be able to transfer a data from one device to another with complete accuracy. But data can be corrupt during transmission. For reliable communication, error must be detected and corrected. As far as nature of error is concerned, there are typically three types of error, three categories of error. One is single bit error. Means single bit in the data is flipped during transmission as shown. This is the original data which is sent by the sender and this is the received data. If you observe the data, you will observe that there is a single bit is get flipped over during the transmission. Hence it is termed as single bit error. Single bit errors are the least likely type of error in serial data transmission because the noise must have very short duration, which is very rare. However, this kind of error can happen in parallel transmission. Another category of error is multi-bit error. Mostly more than one disjointed bit get flipped during transmission. Here typically two bits are shown flipped. This is the original data and this is the received data. As unlike this single bit error here, two bits during transmission get flipped. That is from 1 to 0 and from 0 to 1. And the third category of error is burst error. The term burst error means that two or more bits in consecutive positions in the data unit have flipped or changed from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. Burst error does not necessarily mean that error occurs in consecutive bits. The length of the burst is measured from the first corrupted bit to the last corrupted bit. Some bits in between may not have been corrupted. Burst error is most likely to happen in serial transmission since duration of noise is normally longer than the duration of bit. Here, consecutive bits may get flipped from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. The number of bits affected depends on the data rate and duration of noise. In typically the burst type of error, the number of bits which will get flipped depends on typically the data rate and the duration of noise. Error detection means to decide whether the received data is correct or not without having a copy of the original message. We don't have original message to compare with. Error detection uses the concept of redundancy, which means adding extra bit for detecting error at the destination. We will now examine three techniques for detecting error in transmitted data. One technique is parity check, second is checksum, and third is cyclic redundancy check, that is typically known as CRC. Perhaps the simplest form of error detection is the use of single parity bit. Suppose that the information to be sent, that is D, has n bits. Here these are the n bits which constitutes the original data D. In an even parity scheme, the sender simply includes one additional bit and chooses its value such that total number of ones in the n plus 1 bits, n original bits plus the one added extra bit. We need to simply calculate total number of ones, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. In case of even parity scheme, sender simply includes one additional bit, that is known as parity bit, and chooses its value such that the total number of ones in the data including the parity bit must be even. For odd parity scheme, the parity bit value is chosen in such a fashion that the total number of ones in the data including the parity bit must be odd. Here this figure illustrates an even parity scheme with a single parity bit being stored in a separate field. Receiver's operation is also simple with a single parity bit mechanism. Here the receiver needs only to count number of ones in the received n plus 1 bits. At the receiving end, receiver needs to simply count the number of ones in the data that includes parity bit, that is n plus 1 bit. Here receiver simply counts the number of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. If the scheme is even parity bit, then number of ones in the entire data n plus 1 bits must be even. The receiver must know that the data received is error free if the number of ones in the even parity bit comes out to be even. If an odd number of ones valued bits are found with an even parity bit scheme, the receiver knows that at least one error has occurred. Suppose this is a case. Suppose this is the data received by the receiver. Here again, in case of even parity scheme, receiver counts the number of ones in n plus 1 bits, including the parity bit. Here in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. As the number of ones in the n plus 1 bit is odd, we are discussing the even parity scheme. Hence, receiver can infer that there is a 1 bit error. Typically, it is shown as 0. At this particular typical 1 bit is flipped from 1 to 0. Most precisely, it knows that some odd number of bits have occurred. But what happens if an even number of bits error occurs? When there is only odd number of, if the error is in even odd number of bits are get flipped, then receiver can detect an error. Suppose the case wherein even number of bits were get flipped. In that case, what happens if the even number of bits error occur? In this single bit parity scheme, even number of bits error results in an undetected error. The probability of bit errors is small and errors can be assumed to occur independently from one bit to the next. The probability of multiple bit errors in a packet would be extremely small. In such a case, a single parity bit might suffice our purpose. This is the simplest form of error detection, which is having some limitation. Before examining error detection scheme that are used in practice, we will see one more version of the parity bit mechanism. Let us consider a simple generalization of one bit parity that will provide us with this insight into error correction technique. Here, as shown in figure, a two-dimensional generalization of the single bit parity scheme is shown. This particular scheme is capable of detecting as well as correcting the single bit error. Here the original n bit data in data D are divided into I rows and j column. This is the original data bit which is divided into I rows. Here the value of I is 4. The data is divided into 4 rows and 5 columns. Original data D, which consists of n bit, is divided into I row and j column. And the parity value is computed for each row and each column. Next, we will compute the parity bit for each row. As we are considering the even parity scheme, hence for each row we are computing the parity bit. For example, first row consists of number of ones in original data 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. Hence the parity bit value is 1. Means number of ones in the data including parity bit must be even. Similarly, we will calculate the parity bit for second row, third row and fourth row. As well as we need to calculate parity bit for each column. Means we are adding 4 parity bit for 4 rows, 5 parity bit for 5 columns plus one more additional parity bit for this added parity bit. If parity bit value is computed, resulting I plus j plus 1 parity bit. Here I plus j plus 1, that is 4 plus 5 plus 1, that is these are the additional parity bits comprises the link layer frame error detection bits. Suppose now this is data wherein there is no error. This is error free data because for each row and as well as for each column the parity bit is valid. Suppose now that a single bit error occur in the original n bit data during transmission. With this two-dimensional parity scheme, the parity of both column as well as the row containing that flipped bit will be in error. Because of the any single bit flipped, two parity, one of the row as well as one of the column where that bit lies will be in error. The receiver thus not only detect the fact that a single bit error has occurred, but can use the column and row indices of the column and row with parity error to actually identify the bit that was corrupted and correct that error. Suppose as an example, this is the original data. While transmitting, suppose one of the bit of the original data is get flipped from typically here this bit at row second and column second is flipped from 1 to 0. Because of this single bit flipped, two parity bits, one from row as well as one from column are at error. Although our discussion was focused on the original n bit of information, a single error in parity bit themselves is also detectable as well as correctable in case of two-dimensional parity bit. Hence, two-dimensional parity is capable of detecting any combination of two errors in a packet. This is all about basics of error detection and correction mechanism and how single bit and two-dimensional parity bit works. Next, we will explore another error detection and correction mechanism, that is checksum. Thank you.